long journey. It's been 10 years of my life fighting to get a degree. And I don't want to cry because 2018 was just a lot for me. Oh, let me just take a moment. Welcome to the Thinker Circle. It's a girl queen, the one and the only pretty, of course. Guys, today I'm so excited. So I was like, you know what? Extra for Nina, you know? Anyway, if you're new here, welcome to the royal family. And it's so good to have you guys here. Please don't forget to subscribe. In fact, for those who haven't subscribed, let's just give you guys a moment to subscribe. I'll just wait for you. Have you subscribed? Yeah, I'm waiting. Yes, yes, yes. Now I was back. So subscribe. And please don't forget to click the notification bell and become the notification gang, so that every time when you upload a video, you will be the first one to get notified. Okay? Oh, and to the returning subscribers, Izitando, Abulavi, oh sweetie, welcome back. Without further ado, let's just get into the video. You know, today is such a special day for me to be sitting here. I usually sit here. This is my comfort space, but today it just feels so different because this video is so special to me, and I've been waiting for the longest time to be sharing this news with you guys. I've been crossing fingers, I've been praying, I've been working hard, and finally God made it possible for this moment to happen in my life. Guys, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful and I'm so proud of myself. Actually, I deserve a round of applause. Well done to me. Well done to me. Well done, honey. Well done. Tap, tap. This is one of my greatest achievements. Guys, I have finished my academic training in human sciences. Hey! Do you graduate now that you know? Oh, God, I'm gonna be emotional. I'm gonna cry. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry, but I just want to share this story with you guys. So, as you all know, that in 2012, I had to drop out from UWC. In fact, if you haven't watched one of the videos from Mount Fletcher to Dubai, I'll actually link that video at the end of this one. If you haven't watched it, please do check it out. So I was explaining everything on that video, how things went at UWC, and unfortunately in 2012 I had to drop out due to financial problems, and in 2013 I had to get a job, and I found a job. I was working at TFG for 2 years, yes, from 2013 until end of 2014. And in 2014 I was really desperate, and I was like, there is no way I am giving up on my studies. I am going to fight. So I registered through UNISA in 2014, but I only did few modules that year. I only did like 4. Yeah, I did 4 because that's the only I was paying my fees, so that's the only modules I could afford. I told myself that, you know what, step by step I'll just register like few modules each semester until I finish. Anyway, in 2014, at the same time, I decided to apply for Emirates, and fortunately I got the job. And in 2015, I moved to Dubai. Wow, a new life began. I was like, academic training for who? Put that on pause, honey. I am moving to Budoli. Damka is South Africa. And I started a new life. Everything was good. Everything was great. But there was a moment where I sat down and I asked myself, okay, Dineo, you have a good job, but what do you really want in life? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years, 15 years? I mean, you can't be doing this job for the rest of your life, of which I'm not saying that doesn't work for other people. It does work for other people, but I don't see myself being a cabin crew for the rest of my life. Being a cabin crew is a perfect job to do, like when you are in your mid-20s, you're still free, you're not thinking about having a family, you're just living your life, you know, and you're just traveling. So there will be a point in life where I want to settle down, I want to have a family, and I would really love to do that, having like a different job, but not flying, because flying is tiring, and I would really love to spend my time with my family, you know. So I was asking myself those questions, and I was like, okay, this is how my schedule is like for a year, or every month I do get days off. So let me just register again through UNISA and see how things are gonna go. And I also heard that you can write exams in Dubai, but when I tried to take that option, it didn't work for me, but I'll just explain later. Anyway, I applied in 2016 at UNISA. Around July, August, I applied for 2017. I got admitted back again, and in 2017, I started again from the beginning, from scratch. I'm doing my first year, everything is going well, but when it comes to exams, I had to take an option of writing in Cape Town, because when I took the option of writing in Dubai, I was like trying to compare the prices, because obviously I need to be off anyway. It's not like I can write in Dubai, I have a ground job where I'll be around Dubai. No, I have to be off or be on leave, because my job is flying out of the country, you know. So I was like, okay, if I'm in Dubai, I'll have leave, but I have to pay extra to write in Dubai, and it's even better for me to just book a ticket and go to Cape Town and write my exams, you know. So I decided to take this option, obviously, which was cheaper for me, and mind you, I'm paying for my fees, which is one thing I'm really grateful of. I finished this training paying for my own fees from first year until third year. So yeah, after that, okay, I got registered and everything went well. Now here's the problem. Here, you managing this course. Aphamtase, aphamtakwethu. Abanaxesha lokuba uyafunda okanye wenza ntoni ngolife wakho. Into ebalulekile kuba uze emsebenzini, uclock in, uphangele. Abanaxesha lokuba ilife yakho wenza ntoni. Yaba? So akho study leave mandawo. Awuzuthi ngiyakwi-study leave. Imagine sebe accommodator abantu abayi 20,000 uba nami ndiyakwi-study leave, because they have like a lot of crew, you know. So this is your personal thing. You just have to see how you can juggle things, you know. So I told myself that, you know what, I'll just use my annual leave days to go home and write exams. So every time when I'm registering, obviously with UNISA, when you add in modules, you can be able to see the timetable. They do have like a preliminary timetable. So I always compare the dates and see, okay, this module and this module and this module, they are close to each other, so I can take leave for that moment for those modules. But obviously not all modules can be like in a row where I can just apply for 10 days leave. So I had to do that. I would apply for like maybe 7 days leave for a week, and in that week I'm writing 3 modules, and there will always be like 2 modules that are hanging on the other month. Like for example, if I'm writing in May and June, there will always be 2 modules where I'm writing at the beginning of the month in June, and then the last one on the 7th of June. And that's impossible because I only have 30 days leave per year. So I need to use like 10 and then use another 10 at the end of the year, and then maybe use 5 days just to relax, you know, because it's impossible for me to have leave now and leave the following month. That's just a lot. But anyway, I tried so hard to try and squeeze in those that I can write together, and for the other ones, I will try and bid for days off. We have an option here at work to bid for days off, or you bid for a flight. So I will bid for days off or a flight, but it's not guaranteed that you will get them, you know. Sometimes I would get them, sometimes I wouldn't. So yeah, that was just like a lot of stress. It was straining for me because I had to try and swap my flights. Sometimes I wouldn't get the days off that I wanted, or even like a Cape Town flight. So I would try and swap with other people and try and get a Cape Town flight and swap the flight that I have. So 2017, I did that. I managed to write everything, and then there comes 2018. 2018 showed me flames. Yeah, yo! I don't want to cry because 2018 was just a lot for me. Yo, let me just take a moment. In March 2018, I lost my mother. And I remember at that time, I couldn't write 2 assignments. So I couldn't submit 2 assignments. And fortunately, I did qualify to write exams because I submitted the first assignments, right? And I was on leave for 3 weeks. Yes, almost 3 weeks. That's like half of my leave is gone already. Mind you, I didn't even have 30 days leave left. So it was like 20 something because I used other leave days at the beginning of the year. Anyway, in May, when I was writing my exams, I did manage to get leave for the first few exams that I was writing. I think 3 exams, and I had 2 modules left that I was writing in June. Now the thing is, I don't have any leave days left. I do have like 7 days, but that's for the following semester. So there was this one time where I kept emailing my manager, obviously trying to get leave, and he would help there and there, you know, because even the leave that I had in May, I managed to get that leave because of him. And in June, for one module, I remember it was my last module that I was writing, and for that module, I didn't get days off. I didn't get the flight, the Cape Town flight. I couldn't swap. No one was legal to swap with me. So I remember I had a Lagos flight. So here's the funny thing. I was like, you know what, Dineo, you have nothing to lose. I mean, I'm working for a big company, so it's not easy to just go to the office and say, hey, this and this and this and this, you know. So you have to call like certain departments to get this, you know. So I decided to email the scheduling team, and I was like, guys, please help me. I have exams in South Africa and I don't have leave days left, and I tried to swap the flights, nothing worked for me, and yeah, please help me. I don't know, but I'm asking you to remove this flight. Just imagine asking Ubaba remove a flight. Yeah, guys, yes, God, by the grace of God, whoever read my email actually listened to me and felt my story. I got a response, guys. I couldn't believe. I remember I was still sleeping. It was like around 8 in the morning, and I went to the toilet, and coming back, I saw a missed call, and that person called again, and she was like, you just sent an email to us. I'm like, yes ma'am, I did. In fact, I sent the email last night, and then the person, no one responded, and I was like, I'm desperate. So probably the person who was on night shift is gone now. Let me send the email again. Copy, paste it, and then send the email to the same email address. And then this lady responded, and she was like, hey, I just read your email. I understand your frustration. Listen, I have this flight. Can you be able to make it on the flight? Because this flight was landing back to Dubai at 1:15, I think. Yes. So it was landing at 1:15, and I need to take a flight to Cape Town at 4 a.m. And I will land in Cape Town at 11:30 in the morning. I remember I was writing on the 7th. It was on the 7th of June 2018. So I will land in Cape Town at 11:30, and I'm writing at 1:30. Yeah, guys. Wow. Anyway, okay, that happened. She was like, listen, your flight is landing back to Dubai on the 7th at 1:15 in the morning. The flight that she's willing to give me and change that Lagos flight, you know. I was like, you know what, I'll make it happen, because obviously it's a process. After landing, there are some duties that we have to do, and then going back to the airport and taking our suitcases. It's a process that takes approximately like an hour. So mind you, the Cape Town flight, obviously the flight closed an hour before departure. So I need to be at the airport before 3 a.m. in the morning. So if I land at 1:15, obviously we'll get to the parking bay by, let's say, 1:30. You know, it takes time, even like for taxiing after landing. Sometimes depends where the aircraft is gonna park. So yeah, it was just like very, 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 like the time was like very tight. But anyway, I was like, listen ma'am, thank you so much, I really appreciate your help. I will make sure that I make it happen. I just need to make sure that when I land, I am going straight to the airport. So I was studying, and I had a Cebu Clark layover, which is like a multi-sector. So she removed my Lagos flight. I did Cebu, which is in the Philippines, and I did Cebu, and then we had Clark, it's a multi-sector, and then from Clark to Dubai, we had everything under control, passengers boarding, everything is fine, you know, yonke into ihamba kahle, up until kuthiwa kune problem. I cannot afford to have a delay right now. And they told us that there's a problem with the aircraft, the engineer, I don't know what happened, something hit the aircraft, so obviously they need to check by aircraft ayikrekanga, and they need to call Dubai, and yonke no process, which took 2 hours. You know, I was like, after working so hard to get this flight, now we are delaying. That means we're gonna land in Dubai 2 hours later. Yo, guys, I was so heartbroken. But I was like, Dineo, you have done your job. You have studied for this module and you have tried so hard to get a day off. You didn't, and you managed to get a day off. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. So leyona icacile ka uba it was not meant to happen. So just leave it. It's fine. It's fine, Dineo. Just leave it, you know. So obviously we landed back in Dubai late, and actually we landed when the aircraft was closing for a Cape Town flight, because we landed around 20 to 3. So by the time customers were off on this aircraft, I was looking at the time, I'm like, they closing the Cape Town flight. But you know, I've made peace with that, because I was like, I've tried my best, but this is not working. But anyway, I applied for a special exam for that module to write next semester. And obviously if I write next semester, so that means there will be one module that will be like falling to the next semester, which is the following year, you know. So now I had everything hanging. I'm like, why everything is like now delaying. Even same year in November, there was a problem again. I had to fight with my manager. I'm like, listen, I didn't get the leave that I requested and I really need to go. My manager has been so helpful, honestly, and I am so grateful, because he really tried his best to help me and get the days that I wanted, because sometimes UNISA would move dates, the exam dates, and actually like change them. So I have to now change them again, you know. It was emotionally draining. This whole process was emotionally draining. I was crying. I'm like, there was a point where I was like, maybe I should just give up on this. Maybe I should just wait until the day I resign and go back and do my studies full time, you know. But I was like, Dineo, you are a fighter. One thing I know about myself, I always go for what I want, and I always fight for it, you know. So yeah, guys, last year the same thing happened. I managed to write all my modules and doing the same process again, trying to swap flights, you know. I don't even want to drag this because it's gonna be like very long, but I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful that finally I managed, through it all, I managed to finish my academic training. I'm so grateful, guys. Yo, I am so grateful. It's been a long journey. It's been 10 years of my life fighting to get a degree. And you know what? Even now, I'm just grateful for this achievement, but I'm still like very far from what I want. But I told myself that I'm not gonna stop. Even next year, I'll still continue with my studies, and up until I get what I want. I'm not gonna give up now. So I just wanted to share this journey with you guys, and just to let you know that even if it's not easy, you know, some people, they are struggling with finances. Some people, they had to drop out because of family problems, you know. But if this is really what you want, regardless of anything that is happening in your life, do not give up. Fight, because those tears at the end of the day will turn into a big smile. I'm smiling today, even though I'm crying, but I'm just crying tears of joy. I'm so happy. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's been an emotional journey. I didn't think that I would cry so much. Wow. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy, guys. And I just wanted to tell you that it's possible. It's possible. Even though you might have people laughing at you, but always remember that just focus on your path. Focus on your lane and don't be hard on yourself. Just be patient with yourself and tell yourself that even if it takes years, no matter how much it takes, but tell yourself that you will make it. I had people laughing at me and telling me that I'm funny scholar. I had people mocking me. You know, when people start looking down on you, because it's more like when life. But I knew deep down what I want, and I told myself, you know what, I'll achieve this. Even if it's a I will achieve this. And one thing that kept me going, I remember when I started this degree, and I think I was struggling with getting leave for my exams. That was in 2017, and my mother was still alive, and she told me that meaning that you will finish one day. And you know, that voice is still ringing in my mind, and that's why I was thinking, I'm like, my mom is so proud wherever she is, and I just hope honestly that people from the other side, people that who have passed on, can somehow see us. I don't know in what way, because we don't know what happens to people when they die. They sleep and we don't know where does what go, you know. That's one thing that we'll all experience when we die, but no one knows. But I just hope that wherever she is, she can see me and she is proud of her young little girl, you know. Wow, this turned out to be something else. My makeup is like gone now. But anyway, guys, you know what, let me just stop right here. And yeah, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself today, and I am so grateful and I'm so thankful. And I just hope that after watching this video, you will pick up the pieces as well. And no matter how hard it is, just pray, keep praying, and God will guide you, and God will give you strength, and God will give you the energy to fight whatever that you are struggling with. But remember that we are all born for greatness, and now you were not born uba uhlale nje, you were born ukuba ube yinto enkulu elifeni. So yeah, guys, I just hope that you have enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Ciao ciao.